Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Crafternoon. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in and get comfortable, and we're going to be making a couple of projects. I'm going to just give it a little bit and let some people join in. So if you're here and you want to pop in and say hello and where you're watching from, I'd appreciate it. Hi Bonnie, hi Kathy. Thanks for watching. I've got a couple of projects with the Above the Clouds bundle that I'm going to show you, as well as a few other things that I've made with that particular bundle. So I'll get started in just a few minutes. Just go over a little bit of housekeeping here. It is August, and so if you placed an order in July and earned a bonus coupon code, Stampin' Up! Would have emailed it to you. And you earn those with each $50 in product purchase. So if you have that code, when you place an order now, there is a place to enter your codes in. And so if you have trouble with that, let me know. But August is the month to redeem those bonus coupon codes by August 31st. So the time is now. Remember, if you place an order with me, to use my host code. I have it in the description up here where I launched the live video, and you'll also see it when I flip the phone down to record what we're going to be making today. So let's see if there's anything else. Oh, the extra promotion, where if you would like to try being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we'd love to have you on our team. And through August 31st, the kit is $99, and you get to customize your kit, and with $155 worth of product. Also, if you do that, the holiday catalog is available for you to put in your kit. So you would choose from those products just like you would choose from any product that's current, up to $155, and get it for $99. And then plus you'd be on our Stars team, and we would love to have you. We have 2 new members in the last couple of weeks, so we're really excited about that. Okay, so hey Carol, thanks for watching. Hope you're doing okay. All right, so I think that's everything I had to tell you that was pressing and important and current right now. And so as I think of things, it may pop into my head and I'll share them with you. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera down. Hi Debbie, watching all the way from New Zealand. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so if this makes you dizzy, close your eyes. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera down and hope I can get a good shot on my desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this and come on around. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can get it to stay now. It is a very hot and muggy afternoon here in Southwest Missouri. It hadn't been this warm in quite a while. I don't know what the temperature is. Let's see. 89, my watch says. So I'm going to loosen this up again so I can bend it up. Thanks so much if you're tuning in. Having a little trouble with my mount. Now, there we go. Now I'm going to zoom in just a bit. And there's the host code there if you need that, okay? All right, so here is the Above the Clouds bundle. It includes the stamp set and the hot air balloon punch, which is super fun and can do more than just hot air balloons. And I'm going to show you another project I did with this. This set, and I'm guilty of this more times than not, is many times I'll look just at the images and I'll think, oh, I don't know about that one. But then I see projects done with it, and it is so cute. But what really draws me to a set a lot of times is the sentiments. And I love this one. Look, we rise by lifting others. How true. Let your dreams soar. Life is a beautiful ride. just pretty. I mean, I think I would have gotten it for this sentiment alone, but I've been playing with it and working with it and making some really simple cards that are pretty and fun to send. So I hope you will enjoy these projects. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Aunt Getha. All right. Okay, so let me show you the first project we're going to make is a different kind of fold than I've shown you before. And let me show you the finished card here. It's this one right here. It's kind of a diagonal fold. I had a customer send me a card, a thank you card made like this, and I thought I am going to have to do that. So thanks to Janice for the idea. And I'm using, as you can see, the stamp set, and I'm once again using that See a Silhouette Designer Series paper that is so beautiful and versatile. Okay, so let me show you how you get started. First of all, you're going to need a full sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, okay? And what this will do is once you score and cut it, you're going to have a card base for 2 cards. So let me get my trimmer over here. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score it in half both ways. And I'll have these on my blog, and I'll put a link here once I get the details. Hey, Catherine. Okay, so half this way at 8.5. I'm going to score it at, score it at 4 1/4. And I took my scoring blade off so that I would have plenty of room up here to put the paper and cut it in just a minute. But I'm going to just score with my bone folder going all the way down like that. Okay. Hi, Pam. Yeah, this is a fun one. Okay, so let's do at 5 1/2. Okay, so it's in half both ways. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take it and score it from one corner to the other. Okay. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. It's like anytime I go to cut, I am double checking myself and triple checking myself so that I can get it right. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up the points on the track there. Hi, Vicki. So let me do this. Okay. I don't want to get my head in the camera, but I'm trying to line the points up on the track, you know, where the blade actually cuts. So whatever paper cutter or trimmer you're using, you can do that according to where your track is. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so a tip, when you're cutting like this from point, don't start at the point. It will rip and bend it and pull the cardstock, and it's not pretty. Okay, so come down a little bit, okay, and then score up, and then come all the way back down. Okay, there we go. So we'll put one aside for later, and I'm going to get my scoring tool out. And depending on how you fold this depends on what side is going to flip up. Okay, so I want it on this left side. Okay, let me show you this way. If I did it like this, it would be the right side that would open. The first card I did was like that. It really doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it the same way I did the sample. So I'm just going to score, well, it is scored. I'm going to give it a good crease with the bone folder all the way around, okay? All right, so now we want some designer paper to layer on top of this. So I chose this swirly print from the See a Silhouette page, and I'm going to, once again, I'm going to cut this in a diagonal, excuse me, to layer on top of this. So I know that I need this triangle and this triangle. So I need to cut from this point to this point, okay? So let's line that up. And this is a little easier to show you, the points being on the track, okay? And then again, I'm not gonna start cutting at the point. start in the middle, come down, and then go back up, okay? Hi, Jerry. Thanks for watching. All right. So now that's going to go over top like that, and it's going to leave a bit of a border around the edge. This is Night of Navy, and that's one of the colors in this designer paper. All right. Okay, let me get I think I'm going to use my snail. So let me go ahead and put, you see this beautiful leaf print on the back. That paper is just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm lining that up there. And let's go on this side. Okay, all right, so here we go. So now let's go ahead and work on the embellishment that's going to go over top here, okay? I've already die cut some of the pieces that I need, and I use the stitched nested labels from the Bird Ballad Suite. Really pretty, really versatile, and cuts lots of fun labels. So I decided to try that for this card, and I have a piece of Pacific Point, and over top is going to be a piece of crushed curry, and I can go ahead and mount that with some snail. Just like that. Okay, all right, now, oops. I wasn't looking I was looking off when I put that down. I must have. Look how off that was. I'm trying to get that in the center. Whoops. Good thing I hadn't pressed it down really good. Okay. Do y'all ever do that? Put it down and think, oh no, oh no, oh no. And you've got to hurry up and pull it up. That's what's, I should have used this Mr. Liquid Glue, because then you don't have to worry so much about it. Okay, I'm going to leave it be. That's good enough. Okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and do some stamping. I'm going to get the solid balloon first. And, you know, there's really not a right or wrong way to do this. Some people do the outline first. I'm going to do the solid. And I will tell you that with this particular stamp set, as with some of ours, it's supposed to give like a watercolor look, so you won't get a good solid image when you stamp. That's the way it's supposed to be, okay? All right, so I'm going to take, this is Pacific Point. I'm going to ink it up. And you can see by looking in there how it's kind of lighter in the center. That's the stamp itself. There's nothing wrong with the stamp. That's the way it's supposed to be, okay? All right, I'm going to stamp it right here because we're going to punch this in a minute, right? Okay. Give it a good stamp. Okay, you see how it is right there? Kind of lighter to give it that pretty watercolor. Thanks for sharing, Pam. All right. Oh, I forgot to announce the winner from last week. I'll do that in a little bit, okay? In between. All right. So here is the outline of the balloon. I'm using Night of Navy, and I'm just going to go over top. Okay. That's a little bit off, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I know y'all don't care. Okay, let's do this. See, I had a little bit of white showing there. And with my luck, being on live, I'm probably going to do it again. And if that's the case, we're just going to go for it, okay? Oh, look, it's at the top now. Okay. let's just go for it. I think I like this one better. I'm anxious to know, if you do two-step stamping like this, do you do your solid first or your outline first? If you have a stamp like this. Just curious. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's my balloon. He looks good. I don't know what I was worried about. All right. Here we go. Now, I kind of do this backwards too, but you know, I've punched out these pieces, and what you can do if you want to punch like both pieces at the same time, you can line this up on a piece of cardstock like this and then stamp in the openings, but I usually don't think to do that. So here's my little basket, and I've got the little basket mounted here, and I'm going to take my soft suede and ink it up, and I'm going to stamp off first because I don't want it quite this dark. And then it's photopolymer, right? So we can just do it over top. Let me get down here. Normally I would get my head in the camera, but try not to. See? Just right. Okay, so that's going to layer over top like that. And then while I'm stamping, I'm going to go ahead and do the sentiment. And this is the You're Off to Great Places. Gosh, I don't want to lose that. Okay, I'm going to use Pacific Point. The outline first. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, I may, given my experience here this evening, I may try that the next time. But when I was making the samples, I didn't have a problem. I think I'm trying to keep my head from getting right here. And so that throws me off a little bit. We're going to say that's the excuse anyway. Okay, here we go, here we go. All right, so now let's get our little pieces here. And we've got the hot air balloon, and that's gonna go there. Let's go ahead and use liquid glue for the sake of being able to move it around if I need to. Pop that over top. And a little bit of glue there on the basket, and I overlap that bottom a bit. Okay. And then You're Off to Great Places. I use the classic label punch for that. Hi, Paula. That's okay. I'm glad you came to watch. You're Off to Great Places. All right. Let's do this. I see my balloon's a little crooked. I mean, my basket, but that's okay. It's going up in the air and the wind is blowing it. We're going to say that. All right, so now the next part I'm going to do is put a little bit of ribbon. I'm using Crushed Curry ribbon, this crinkled. And so I'm going to cut off a bit. I usually cut about 8 inches or so because I want, let me see, I don't want to, I'm going to cut off about 10, just so I'll have plenty. Okay, and so I want that extending from the top here and then off the side. It's just a different way to use a ribbon treatment, okay? And so I'm going to use a little bit of snail right here. And mount that. Like that, all right? So now, the important thing here is to not adhere it to both sides here because you want it to open, okay? So I'm looking here, and I think I'm going to do it just like that. So I'm going to use snail so it won't be sliding everywhere. think I'm going to just go down to that, where that ribbon is. And then come up here and center it. And I'm going to pick it up. See, I have a little bit of adhesive there. So the way you can do that and get the stickiness off, if you have an adhesive remover, which we used to carry, but I think you can get these just about anywhere. You can do this. It's like an eraser and it pulls the adhesive off. If it was liquid glue, of course you would wait till it dried to get it, you know, off of there. Another way is if you have our, what do you call this? Oh, I've lost it. The embossing pad, okay? And you would just tap it and then get the stickiness off of it like that. Thank you, Loretta. It's a fun card. It's easy to do. I love punches. Absolutely love punches. Okay, so I'm going to trim this a bit. Embossing Buddy. It just came to me, embossing pad. It's the Embossing Buddy. And that would take the stickiness once, you know, if you had liquid glue, you would wait till it dried. If you had a tape runner, you could pat it over that and it would take the stickiness off, okay? All right, let me get some of this out of the way and we're gonna do the inside of the card. So I wanted the sentiment to be here, okay? So we're going to, let's see, what did I say? Let your dreams soar. Okay, we're gonna do that, but let's do a little, little banner piece here. Kathy, if you're on there still, Mike just tried to call me. So would you tell him I'm not available, please? Thank you. All right. So that's my brother and sister-in-law I'm talking to. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm going to take this and I'm trying the outline first, okay, guys? See how it goes. All right, and then I'm going to do the little flags and crushed curry. And so here's the two-step, and we're going to put the little flags just inside. Ta-da! Okay, and now we're going to do a sentiment. And it's going to say, let your dreams soar. And I'm going to ink that up in this is Pacific Point. Okay. All right, so now we can put that inside here. And our card's going to be ready to go. Okay, Kathy, thanks. Yeah, Jackie doesn't have this ability to do video messaging. He has to do it through me. All right. There we go. Isn't that a fun card? I love that fold. Okay. All righty. Now, I'm going to add something else, though, before I forget. I always forget to add the little bling. So these are the Noble Peacock rhinestones, but the colors are just beautiful for so many different projects. So I'm going to put a couple on here. I'm using this blue. So put a couple down here. And then one up here. There we go. That finishes it off. Okay? Thanks. Thanks. That's a fun fold. Really fun. Different. Be like a surprise to your recipient. Okay? Fun, fun, fun. Okay. I'm going to kind of be cleaning up from this one. And we're going to start another project. But in the meantime, I said I was going to talk about the winner. Like if you share my video, I'll go back before I go live the next time, and I'll see everyone who has shared. And you have to, the way Facebook is, you have to comment shared so that because I don't see it all. So if you'll do that, then I do a random drawing for a winner for a prize. And the prize is different every week. And I never know what it's going to be. So there's that card. I'm talking and doing at the same time. I'm getting scatterbrained here. All right. So Diana Young won last week for sharing the video. Thank you, Diana. So here is the stamp set. It's all adorned. It's one of the celebration sets. And I will be sending that to Diana. So thank you so much. All right. Okay. If you have any questions, leave them here. I will answer later. I do have a friend here watching with me in case there's a pressing question that you need an answer to right away. And so she'll relay that to me. Okay, so I need Calypso Coral and Blushing Bride for this next one. I'm using some paper that I have not used yet. This was the first time. It's the Follow Your Art Designer Series paper, and it has its own suite with a stamp set and everything, but I decided to use it for the next project, which is a little treat wrap. And I'm going to clean my stamps here while I'm talking to you. So I'm bad about this little pad. Is great. That was my daughter. Is everyone still there? Okay, can someone text Lindsay and tell her I'm on my live? Oh my goodness. Okay, and I thought I had turned on something to keep those from coming through, but evidently not. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is that you really are supposed to clean the stamp before you tap it on here, because see, it gets all different colors. But what's great about this is there's a refill, and you ink it up again, so to speak, and then use it to clean your stamps. Has anybody tried this? It's really, really good. Really neat. Okay. I'm just all over the place today. Sorry, guys. Okay, so before I start the next project, I'm getting things out. I'm going to show you another card like I did that same fold, okay? And this one I did with the mosaic paper. And thanks, Kathy. See how I cut it? And so it's opens on this side. And I used the little balloons in there. So it's just a whole different color scheme. And what I did, instead of stamping the balloon, I just cut it out. Okay, so anyway, that's another fun version of it. I mean, completely different looking, don't you think? But same idea, same fold. Okay, and then where are my other cards? Here are another ones. I got some cards on the cruise in the swap that we did, and I just copied them and put my own take on them. And so here are two more little ideas. Okay, and then this is a rose that you can create with the balloon punch. Isn't that cool? And I used one of the little pillow boxes. I mean, I think that would be really pretty little hostess gift, or if you were going to, we're having a tea or a ladies' luncheon, and you could put it at each place setting. Oh, Loretta, how to share. Okay, if you're watching in someone tell her to look where to look for the share. Okay, thank you. Anyway, but isn't this cool? I mean, just so pretty. And I mean, mine aren't very symmetrical, but you know, flowers really aren't all the time. So I think it looks really lifelike. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get started. The next one is this little wrap. Simple, simple. I just wrapped some paper around a rock candy sucker. Now I got this at Silver Dollar City, but I know you can find these at different places. So, but any kind of long candy, you could even put long peppermint sticks in here. So, anyway, this is what we're doing now. And we're using, of course, the Above the Clouds again. So let me get my package here. Here's the new sucker. And then I have several pieces. Here's that, Follow Your Art Designer Series paper. It's just really pretty and fun. It's very crafty oriented, okay? Really fun. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is this is cut 2 by 4. I'm making a tag to go on the wrap, okay? This is cut 2 by 4, and I'm going to use this punch that is the, let me see. I never can remember the names of these. Delightful Tag Topper Punch. Delightful Tag Topper Punch. And it is so cute because it's got all those scallops on the top. Okay? So that, and it cuts different widths. I believe that's 2 inches, 1.5 inches, and then 1 inch right there in the center. Okay? So it'll cut different size tags. All right? So there we have that. And then I'm going to take the piece of Coastal Cabana, and I am going to punch a starburst punch from that. Okay, getting our pieces together here. And then let's see, what am I going to do? There's some little pieces that we're going to punch. I think I'm going to wait and do that toward the end of the project. So let's go ahead and do our stamping now. Okay. I want to use the, I'm going to try stamping the different, the outline first. So I've got this one with this little scallop on the top, and I'm going to stamp it in Calypso Coral. Okay, and then I'm going to come through with my solid and stamp it in Blushing Bride. Okay. Let's go over top here. Ta-da! Oh, I got a little bit of blue still on that. Well, that's not good. Okay, let me clean this again. I thought I had cleaned this. It kind of looks cool though, but I'm not going to leave it because it's not supposed to be there. All right. Wipe a little bit of that blue off. Okay, we're going to go with the, let me get another piece of cardstock. Okay, Calypso Coral. I'm just kind of out of sorts today. I know y'all are thinking, what in the world is wrong with Lisa? Well, I don't know. All right, there we go. That's not the one I wanted. Let's try this one. See, I'm not thinking. There we go. Okay, shake it off, Lisa. All right, now let's go ahead and do the inside. Now, whew. Okay, so this one, I want it to say, life is a beautiful ride. So I don't think I mounted that one yet. So let's go ahead and stamp that before we punch it, and then it's going to be ready to go. Yeah, it's the heat. It is. It's something. And then, I mean, my phone ringing and it just kind of threw me off. It's okay. I mean, both family members, they know they can call me whenever, but if I'm doing a live, it would really throw me off, of course, and you off too, if I answer the phone. So I can't do that. So thank y'all that are helping me spread the word. Okay, life is a beautiful ride. Yeah, I think the heat, and I just, I have using basically the same thing on both projects, and it's kind of, I've got it spread all over, and I should have unmounted all my stamps. Okay, there's that. Now I want to do a basket. So I'm just going to punch the basket out of crushed curry. Here it is. So I've got a little scrap here. I'm just going to punch that. And then let's get my soft suede again. Okay, we're going to stamp off. Okay, so that's going to be ready. I'm putting that where I can see it and find it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the tag together, and then we'll do a little bit of embellishing for the tag. Okay, so let's punch this out. Life is a beautiful ride. And then we're going to put it on our Starburst punch in Coastal Cabana. Let's put it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take the little basket that I stamped in crushed curry, on soft suede on crushed curry. And then it's going to go over here. See how that pretty those colors are against that watercolor brush look? Okay. Let's go ahead and put this right there. And then I want to punch some of these little triangles to make like a banner just made of cardstock triangles. So I want 2 of the crushed curry. So let me do punch. Okay, and then I want 1 of the Pacific Point. Okay, and then I want 2 of the Calypso Coral. Okay. So now I have these little pieces here, and I'm going to make a banner. Yeah, the colors are really pretty. Thanks, guys. Okay. Thanks for commenting. I realize I'm a little off and kind of shaking me up a bit, but I mean, not really, but when you start, it seems like when you start having a oops, they just keep coming. So anyway, all right. So now I'm going to go Calypso Coral, and I'm overlapping the edges just a little bit because I'm going to come up this way, okay? I'm going to put the Pacific Point in the middle, and I'm hanging over the edge there on purpose, okay? Because it's going to be on the wrap, which we haven't even done yet. It's so simple though. Okay, and then the crushed curry. So I kind of took that boldest color, the Pacific Point, and put that in the middle, and then just went on from there, okay? So we're gonna let that dry just a little bit, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the wrap. So for the wrap, I'm using a piece of the Perennial Essence Vellum, and it comes in 12 by 12 sheets in several colors. It's totally from another suite, but you see it's got this blush color, and then a green, and then a yellow. Okay, a peachy looking color. It's beautiful, okay? And so I cut a 6 by 6 piece, and I just started rolling it, okay, like this, to just kind of give it a little bend. I thought I was going to make a cone, but it didn't work out like that, okay? So it worked out better just to try to make it curl, okay, to put the sucker down in there and let it just be wrapped around it, okay? And what I did with this is I pushed the sucker toward the top so I could bend the bottom, and then I could put this clear part at the top. The label here is on the back, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of snail, and then I also take a glue dot, because the glue dot really holds it, but this gives me that cone look, okay? And then I'm probably going to see, let's see how this is gonna look. Yeah, see, this time it's more like a cone. The other one didn't want to do that. It had a mind of its own. So let's go ahead and secure it a little bit more with a glue dot. So I'm just gonna go right up here. And normally we would be trying to hide the adhesive beneath the vellum, but since it's a wrap like this, I don't think it's really necessary, okay? And it's like toward the back anyway, okay? So there's that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now this is gonna go over top, and I find it easier just to do a ribbon treatment here and then just adhere it with adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to take some more of that ribbon, okay, and I'm going to use about 12 inches. I'm going to cut it off. And I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to come up through and make that loop. I went through the hole, which the tag punch punches the hole in your tag for you, and then go through that loop with the two ends, just like that, and that secures it really nicely. And then I'm going to tie a bow. This ribbon is ribbon tire friendly. It just, although I'm not showing you that right now, I realize, but it's easy because it's lightweight and you can make it go every which way, okay? So it's just a fun ribbon to work with. I wish we had it in more colors. Okay. Let's trim that a little bit. Okay, let's start clearing that off a little bit there. And I'm going to use a little liquid adhesive because I'm not going to be moving that around much. And there it is. It's just a cute little cone, a treat wrap. That's fun to make and easy to make with this Above the Clouds stamp set. And here's our other project that we made. So I thank you all for joining me. I'm glad you were here. I appreciate it, and thanks for sticking with me even through the oops. And if I can help you with anything, please let me know. If you place an order in my online store, use the host code. I will send you a free gift, and it'll be an embellishment from the catalog, and I'd love to send it to you. I appreciate you, and thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for sharing.